Right now, the situation in Alexandra is under control today following violent clashes yesterday. That's according to police, who say they have outnumbered the protesters from the so-called Alexandra Dudula Movement, and the community doesn't want to join the proposed shutdown. Some shops are reopening. The Alexandra Dudula Movement wants to drive undocumented foreign nationals out of the area. eNCA reporter Govan Whittles is there to give us an update on the situation. So, Govan, usually we see police being outnumbered like we did yesterday, but it seems today they do really have everything under control.
Indeed, Masejo, and it does appear that Alexandra has returned to normal. Just look behind me. Some of the informal traders are starting to remove some of the goods which had been stored away in these containers. You can see some of the other traders who have packed their goods into that specific one coming to collect. And they'll be setting up in a few moments to resume the sale of their goods here on the pavement near the Pan-African Mall, which was targeted yesterday. And if you look across the road, Masejo, you will also see that many of the traditional shops have already opened, and more are opening as the day has gone by. It does appear that the Alex Dudula movement yesterday took advantage of the lack of police presence in Alexandra when they embarked on that attempted shutdown, and today there's a clearer indication that the residents of Alexandra don't support the Alex Dudula movement. And a little bit earlier we saw a gathering of some of the people who associate with the Dudula movement here at Alexandra, but there were less than 10 of them and they were quickly dispersed. Since then there haven't been any indications that a shutdown will occur in this area. But let's have a listen to the district commissioner of this area regarding their attempt to bring Alexandra back to normal.
Remember their call yesterday, nothing has changed. Their call yesterday was that people must stay away, and that's supposed to happen, and that is not happening. We are on the ground, like you heard earlier, they did try to put up some tasks here and there, but our numbers are just outnumbering them. So it's making it difficult for them, even if they wanted to, they are not doing anything. So we are not aware of any other new information.
So Operation Dudula has been threatening to shut down Alexandra, Govan, but what are community members saying about that?
Just don't support the operation. Most of them are unhappy with the way that Dudula has organized itself, and unhappy that Dudula has claimed that this would be an Alexandra shutdown with the support of the Alexandra community. But what we saw today is a clear indication that they don't hold that support. Let's listen again to the district commissioner about the situation here and what the community has done in response to calls for that shutdown.
The community is not supporting this call of stay away. The community wants to continue with their life. The community doesn't want to support lawlessness. They want to support law and order. So therefore, in these taxis, as they drive around, if they come there before the police, they remove before the police came. So there's a greater collaboration today between the taxis and the police.
And in terms of the informal traders, Govan, what are they telling you about the entire situation? Do they feel safe?
Many of the informal traders saying that they're happy to reopen today, but they're quite unhappy that the Dudula movement didn't seem to discriminate between South Africans and foreign nationals when they went around closing the different shops yesterday. And they say that they expect the police to bring normality back to this area so that they can continue operating. Let's listen to one of the informal traders who is a South African regarding her experience. And before we do that, I should indicate that the police are currently being questioned just to my left here regarding the latest developments, and we will venture to bring you some of that information. It does appear that there was one more person taken into custody for attempting to close down an informal traders container shop, but since then no further incidents have occurred. But let's listen to this South African informal trader about her experience.
I'm not a foreigner, I'm South African. I lose everything. Too much the credit, too much everything. There's color, even in my room, there's no electricity, no money to buy the paraffin. There's a problem. That's a problem. Because
so what are you going to do now?
I don't know what's happened. I need the police to solve this problem because I'm not a foreigner, but I need to work because I'm starting work in Alexandra in 1994.
All right, Govan Whittles out in Alexandra for us. Of course, Govan, you'll let us know if there's any developments that police are briefing you about there.